Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Steven, the Laggy Gamer, and I'm finally back with another game discussion, and today we're going to be talking about Halo 4. This game, flat out amazing, and we're going to get into it right away. I wasn't going to pick this up right away because, you know, Halo's going to get cheap here. Probably around Black Friday, probably going to be able to pick it up for about 40 bucks, but all the praise I've been hearing about it, it really urged me to get it. So I had to go pick it up, and it did not disappoint. The game is fantastic. It's amazing. I love the Halo universe. I love even the oddball games where people hated Halo 3 ODST. Loved that game. I thought it was fantastic. Anything with Halo in it has been great to me, and I'm a huge fan of it. And this is like one of the first times I went into it without watching any videos. It's tough to do these days, but I didn't let anything spoil anything for me in this game. I didn't look up anything. I knew there were going to be new enemies and types and stuff like that, but I did not look into anything with the multiplayer or nothing. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Halo 4. Pretty much, what is it about? Halo 4, you pretty much start on the ship Forward Unto Dawn that you left off in Halo 3 as Master Chief, and you're in a cryo sleep. And it starts off with Cortana waking you up because the ship's being invaded by a Covenant fleet, but it's like a rogue Covenant. And that's pretty much how the thing gets going, why she wakes you up. But the story kind of has two things going on with it. You're kind of near this planet called Requiem, which is a planet that the Forerunners created. And it's a Covenant inhabitant and a new enemy type inhabits it. And the first thing that happens is when Cortana wakes you up and you're working your way off the ship, and this is not going to be like spoilers, you're going to find this stuff out right in the beginning. Cortana, of course, is an AI. And AIs only have a lifespan of 7 years before they pretty much meet their end. She's in year 8. So, at this time, Cortana's starting her AI isn't what it used to be. It's like when you're getting older, you start losing your mind. It's the same thing with Cortana. And, I mean, it's a sad thing to see going throughout the game because you see her changing and going insane and stuff like that. And Chief, like, his main goal at first is to want to save or do anything he can to help Cortana. But throughout the midst of the story, while trying to do that, you actually run into this new enemy type, the Prometheans, or Prohethians, one or the other, I'm sorry. And this new enemy type, man, they just fit perfect into the Halo universe. They just blend right in, and this new enemy type is pretty much the same old thing. They don't like the humans. You get more into that throughout the story. I won't spoil none of that and who they actually are and everything. But Master Chief has to put a stop with them from. There's pretty much like a gravity core they're going to set off to. It's going to kill a lot of people. So, anyways, pretty much the story is about wanting to save Cortana and stopping the Prometheans from causing all the harm they're going to cause. But anyways, the main thing of this story is that relationship between Master Chief and Cortana, and that's what really makes this game. It had to be tough to do. How do you give someone like Master Chief, who's supposed to be this tough, strong guy, military man, and give him these feelings, make him seem vulnerable, sensitive at times? How can you do that? And the one way you can do that is by having something happen bad to the person closest to him, and that is Cortana. And it might seem strange. I mean, Cortana's just an AI computer, but Cortana's been with him since the very first, since Halo. I mean, it's been the sidekick. It's pretty much his only friend. He doesn't have other human friends or Spartan friends, or he's not friends with the colonels and generals or nothing. It's just been him and Cortana. And I don't know, imagine having someone talking in your head for that long, and then just one day they're going to be gone. I mean, you're going to miss them. It's going to feel like you lost a part of you. And that's kind of what this kind of feels like in Halo 4. It's just him trying to save her, even though she is just a computer AI and not real at all. Even though it seems like she can feel emotion, she senses emotion, and she gives off emotion, is it really real? But the moments that they have within this game, at times where she's going insane and he's trying to stop her and bring her back to reality, those are some touching parts in the game. And there's some stuff that goes on through this game. Again, I won't spoil anything, but they really did a great job in getting emotion out of Chief without making him not seem as much as a bad dude that he really is. I mean, he's still a kick-butt Master Chief, but they did a perfect job of blending it, and I can't give 343 Studios credit enough for that. The story in this game, by far, this is probably my favorite Halo game now, just because the storyline alone. And if you're not a Halo single-player fan, I feel bad for you, because this is a fantastic story in this game. I'm so excited to see where the trilogy goes with it, because the ending in this game, though, it's kind of satisfying. You know, when you play through Halo, you don't really have you're just kind of, the experience is the levels of getting to the end. It's the experience you're going on throughout the game. You get to the end. There's no like final boss or anything. Most of the time you're escaping or something. I could say that this probably has one of the most satisfying endings. Still with a cliffhanger though, because there's going to be more. But it's one of the more satisfying endings to the Halo franchise, to a game. That'll leave you feel like, okay, I actually did something this game. And I really appreciated that from the game too. So as far as the storyline, that's pretty much what it is. You're trying to save Cortana, stop the Prometheans. And that's pretty much it on this planet Requiem. So, I mean, we'll just move on to the gameplay and everything. It's visually, the game is stunning. This is the best looking Halo game you're going to see, that you're going to play. They did a fabulous job. It's hard to believe this is on this generation still. It makes my mind's going to be blown of how this is going to look visually on the next generation consoles, which Halo 5 will probably be on as a day one release, probably just to sell that system. But it is so beautiful. The jungles, the inside of the ships, the detail to the facial animations during the cutscenes, and it's amazing. Just flat out simply amazing. The best looking Halo Xbox game that you're going to play, or Xbox game period. It's right up there. It's so beautiful. And just environments are great. You get to visit a lot of variety in the game. The enemy types are, you got your regular Covenant in there. You don't have the big old brutes, but you still got the grunts, you got the jackals. I mean, you got the normal enemies. And then Prometheans are, I think there's only about 3 enemy types you see of them in this game. So a lot of room for expansion on the enemy type into the next game, which is a good thing, because even with bringing in the Covenant and the new enemy types, I mean, it's plenty of variety there just to plenty of variety there just to have that for the first game. But there's so many opportunities to branch out with this new enemy type in the next one, so it's going to be cool to see how they go with different enemy types in it. So that's about it as far as the visuals and everything. The music is fantastic. I bought the soundtrack off Amazon limited edition one. Sounds amazing. The limited edition comes with the original soundtrack. I think it's about 12 or 13 songs. Then about 12 or 13 remix versions of the songs. I'm not a huge fan of the remix versions. They kind of try to do like house dubstep stuff with it. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But the original score, beautiful. Track 13, I believe, Arrival. I don't know, the track Arrival. Listen to Arrival. Beautiful song, love it. Or 117, that song, love it. So, I mean, visually it looks beautiful. Sounds beautiful. The guns sound great. Everything sounds great with the game and looks great. And if you played a Halo game, it's nothing out of the original. The only main thing they did this time as far as gameplay is sprinting, which is a staple in pretty much every first-person shooter. It's just to the left analog stick like in any first-person shooter these days, so you can sprint in the game without having to be one of your abilities on one of your bumpers. So that's pretty much the only thing they did. You have a couple new abilities with the bumpers and stuff in the game, but other than that, it's Halo. You shoot with the right trigger, you throw grenades with the left, and that's pretty much all you need to know, and you zoom in with the right stick. So that you don't need to change anything with it. The gameplay worked fine with it. As far as where that crouch went, that crouch is over at the B button or O or not O on PlayStation because you don't get to play it on PlayStation. Oops, sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay of it. So all in all, nothing really changed with how you play it. Where you kind of see some big changes though is some new additions into the game where they have a Spartan Ops mode. Still same gameplay mechanics, but it's something I think they try to do to prolong the game's life. And what Spartan mode is, Spartan Ops, sorry, it's pretty much you're following a team of a Spartan team carrying out certain missions in the game. I didn't really understand the story of what was going on. Pretty much it's an episode with 5 chapters or so in it, and you play through the chapters, and altogether it takes like 30 minutes to an hour max, maybe on normal, even if that long. And they're really short to do. So, but it's pretty much just like side story stuff to fill in and give you something extra to play through. They'll have a video to play it at the beginning of each episode. And right now I finished the first episode, and I think the second episode with the next 5 chapters is already out. So it's cool that they're kind of doing stuff like that. And then you have, of course, the multiplayer, which it's been my favorite thing since any other Halo. This has been the best multiplayer to me. It's the best I've ever played in the multiplayer of Halo 4. My KD's insane. I won't brag about it or anything, but it's insane. You can talk to Doomways. We played a couple matches together. He knows how I'm holding it down. But fantastic multiplayer. The maps on it, I'm loving the big team battles and just Team Slayer. But they also added some other game types in it. But the cool thing with it is just how you set up. You have loadouts like a creative class in Call of Duty. If you're familiar with that, that'll pretty much even the playing field for everyone. You don't have to try to run and get the sniper or run to the rockets or something. You could start off with the battle rifle or a DMR or a light rifle and kind of put yourself right up there to take them on in a battle if you need to, which is really cool. And they work by, you can unlock weapons, guns, abilities by leveling up in the game and getting points to unlock them. And everything's really cheap and doesn't cost a lot to unlock. So you'll probably have everything unlocked throughout the game, and just by leveling up, no real challenge to it. So it's just a fun, cool game to play with some friends online, and I'm sinking all my time into that right now. I got people who want to play every night, and it's keeping me from completing other games because I keep going online with Halo. But if you're an online gamer and you enjoy playing multiplayer, Halo 4 is where it's at least for me. I know Black Ops 2 just came out, but I'm enjoying the crap out of this one. I'm passing on Black Ops 2 for a while until it gets really cheap. But that's pretty much Halo 4 in a nutshell. I really wish I could have got the limited edition, but I really was not planning on getting it that soon. But just all the praise I heard about it, I couldn't pass up on it. And it's kind of amazing. You think with a flooded market of first-person shooters, how can something come and still hold up? Even though it's a big name like Halo, can it still be fresh and make you want to play it and enjoy it being a first-person shooter? Yes, it can. Yes, it will do it. It has done it. It did it to me. It's the best Halo game out, in my opinion, now. Even over ODST, that's probably close behind it. And it's fantastic. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Visually amazing. Sounds amazing. The story, I'm telling you guys, the story is where it's at in this game. Just with him and Cortana, it's some good stuff, and they did a great job. I wasn't worried about when 343 was taking it over because it's all the All-Stars from Bungie anyway, and from other gaming places or developers that came over. So I was not worried at all about this game and the hands it was in. So they did a fantastic job. So go out there, if you're a fan of Halo, go out there and get it. I hope I filled in anything or answered any questions about it. Feel free to just ask me a question, sorry, in the comments below or message me if you got any questions about it. I loved it. Now I got to go back through and play it on Legendary with a buddy or something, so because I'm going to need help. But anyways, that's Halo 4. I'm going to try to finish up Deadly Premonition, but I also got Assassin's Creed 3 that my friend let me borrow, and I really want to play that. So just stay tuned. I also have other games that I've beaten that I need to do discussions on. Just no time to do anything. And a podcast we're trying to still get working and going and keeping at a steady pace. So just stay tuned with us, and just thanks for watching this one. Again, go out and try out Halo 4. It was an amazing experience. Lighting out.